A judge has made a decision about the fate of two APD officers who shot and killed homeless camper James Boyd. Let's go live to the courtroom.
In the case and applying the standard of probable cause as outlined by Rule 14-8006, the court finds, with the exception of involuntary manslaughter, that the state has established probable cause as to all the counts in the amended information. The court will bind the matters over for trial. I'd ask the state to prepare a probable cause determination and also a bind over order. Arraignment will be set at a later date. Are there any questions?
Yes, sir. Just so I'm clear, you want us to strike the voluntary manslaughter charges for both defendants?
Involuntary manslaughter is not included.
Involuntary. All right.
The involuntary manslaughter, because the court had dismissed those, but the court finds probable cause as to second-degree murder and the lesser included offense of voluntary manslaughter with the firearm enhancements, as well as the other charges contained in the informations.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, I'm not asking you to comment on the evidence, but I'm asking for clarification on what standard of law that you're using for this case. In other words, was it the reasonable person or a reasonable officer? Because obviously there was two different arguments made to you, and I'd just like to be clear for the record on what standard you used in making that determination.
The standard that you argued for, counsel, what would a reasonable police officer in that position have done? Any other questions? All right, thank you. We'll be in recess.
All rise.
As you just heard, Judge Neil Candelaria has decided that this case, the James Boyd shooting case, will move to the next level. That means trial for the two officers accused of murder in this case. Current officer Dominic Perez and also now retired officer Keith Sandy. Now, the judge decided that the state did present probable cause in all this big range of charges, which could be second-degree murder, voluntary manslaughter, or aggravated battery. Ultimately, what this means is that a jury would decide on any of those charges, or also the option to not convict those officers. But again, these officers will go on trial for the shooting death of James Boyd. We do have crews in the courtroom gathering reaction, gathering much more information. We'll have that throughout the day on KRQE News 13, also online at krqe.com.